K through 12 move into Department of Labor as Trump admin accelerates bid to dismantle Education Department. This enrages me. You know how you be so enraged, you be calm? That's where I am right now, because I feel it angers me. It was never about the Education Department not being needed. That was the claim. The Education Department is not needed. States can handle it individually. And everything that they say is a lie. We already know this. This has always been the play. They want your kids to be workers for their kids. Yeah, that's why every time your child steps into a public school, the creativity is stamped out of them, and it's not the teacher's fault, because they are mandated to stamp the creativity out of your children by law, by testing your children to death. I keep talking about big testing. There's so much money in testing. All of these iReadies, map testing, all of that. It's money. It's money to be made. That's it. Data, data, data. All it is money. Your children are cash cows for educational entities. Story for another day. Back to this. They want your children to be workers for theirs. Everything that they have said that public education doesn't need. Oh, they don't need the arts. Let's just give them an art school and funnel it all there. They don't need art every day. They don't need music. They don't need chorus. All of their children have it. The trash ass meals that's being served to your children, even though for some that's all that they get in that cafeteria. When they classified tomato sauce as a vegetable to be able to serve them pizza every day. Yeah, those school meals, that's not the school meals that their kids are getting. Their kids are getting nutritious meals that help feed their brain to be able to make the way that they do schedules on a circadian rhythm. Yeah, where all their academic classes are earlier in the morning, where their brains are able to receive it. And the physical classes are in the afternoon, where their bodies are able to perform at optimal levels. They don't do that for your kids in the public schools. No, all of this has been systematically to get us to this point, to stamp the creativity out of your children, to stamp the critical thinking out of your children, so that they can be mindless robots for their children. Because they're passing on corporations and organizations to their children and preparing yours to work for theirs. Yeah? Giving your kids the only hope of something physical like football, basketball, softball, baseball. That's their... Educators have been telling you all this for years. And I guess because it's a woman-dominated field, nobody listens. And now it's too late. Because now we're seeing the ramifications. Your child can take a test. Yeah, they can take a test, but they can't think critically. And I do not blame the children. I do not blame the teachers. The blame is on us as the adults. Because if you really paid attention, because it's done in plain sight, if you really paid attention to what is going on in education, you would be down to that school board, not the schoolhouse, but you would be down to that school board with pitchforks. Because what they're doing to children is a crime. Somebody can get in front of that school board with a pitch for a testing mechanism, a testing platform, a testing digital platform, than they can with something to help. When the pandemic happened and they tried to teach your kids social and emotional learning because they wasn't fucking getting it at home. Oh my God, they're trying to teach our kids how to have feelings when we just want them to learn. Your children will be workers for theirs who are getting everything that you think your kids are getting at school. It's so many. My brain is just all over the place because there's so many things about this that it's a crime. It's a crime. The scale on how successful a country is, you have to look at how they treat their women and their children. America is losing on that front. America is losing on that front. Women don't have bodily autonomy. Women are being killed at alarming rates. And now they're making your children cogs in a machine. And that machine is cranking out money for them. Disgusted. It's too late. It's too late. Back when people were saying, hey, read to your kids. Hey, talk to your kids. Shut the fuck up. That's teachers' jobs. Now look at us. The education aspect of your children will be handled by the Department of Labor.